Hello guys, I would like to show you the progress on the terrain generation. Here you may see how it looked before and after. We have worked a lot to render, to use different materials. We created to improve the editor. You may see here how we modify the height map. And you may see caustics on the water, on the surface, and you may see also caustics below the water. Besides that, we blend the rock, the sand, and the grass. Here you may see how the normal map gets updated once we modify the height map. Once you make a click up, then the mouse this event triggers the normal map recalculation. So if the normal map is very steep, then we blend the rock material. Otherwise, we blend three different layers, like the bedrocks, like the stones below the water, the sand, and the grass. So the rock is the only one that is modulated through the normal map. Here we disable the water to see better the the blending of the sand. So if it gets higher, the bedrock, the stones disappear. And we lift the material. Once we reach a certain level, then the grass appears. We have done a lot. Like the blending of the materials is not an alpha blending, a mix linear interpolation. That is the usual blending that is used using high maps. So each texture has different high maps, and using a very typical algorithm of procedural terrain maps, we blend all those materials in a more accurate physical manner because um, the linear interpolation is not good enough to get correct results. Here we see how we blend four different um, random textures into one single one. Here you see the sulfur caustics and the water caustics and the foam. So they are tailable, and we mix them in a single texture. And here you may see the grass, the rock, and the stones on the bottom. And we use materialize to get a high map and to mix it on the alpha. So the algorithm uses those to blend the materials. Here you may see the less accurate blending, and then we change to the accurate blending using the high maps. So this is the most appealing looking and most physically accurate, and this is the normal linear one. So we'll switch back and forth, so you may see the differences. Here we have the rock. Oops. Let's get closer, so you may see the improvement. This is very typical, so those who have created a procedural terrain material, they know how it works. We don't use splatting, texture splatting, we just modulate using the normal map and the high map. Because I don't want to use splatting texture, just the geometry of the terrain. So you have to change the terrain properly. Here you may see how it gets better. Now it uses the lower, the less accurate blending. So this is ugly. You have to use the proper one. Here you may see how we blend the rocks, because the rocks we use projection using just one plane, it will not work. So we blend two projections for the rock, because the rock, when it's really steep, it goes through one plane or the other one. We will we will get into this another part of the video. So you may see how uh, you may use the dot product of one of the sides to interpolate between the two textures, the two projections. Here you say the high map we generated, and once the level gets updated, we calculate using JavaScript the normal map you may see here. So we use this normal map, which is not the most accurate, but is the one that we use to modulate the terrain, especially the water, the foam, and the rocks, detecting if it's steep enough. Here we will show you the rocks again. So we create some very steep islands. If we change you see there the projection is the incorrect one. We used a projection from one side, or maybe just from above. That's, I think, is the projection from above. A planar projection. Here you can see the projection from one of the sides, one of the axis planes, and you may use the other one, but yeah, the texture is not it's going to look ugly. And here you may see how we can use the dot product to blend two projections, the two projections. So it looks way more natural, although, well, this is just a trick, very common used. So usually you use a planar projection, but we use just from two planes, because the rock is not going to be used from above, because if it is not steep enough, then we use the blending from the other three materials, like the stones, the sand, and the grass. So it's a little bit simple. So this is the way we modulate the materials for this world. How it's going to look, more or less, because we are going to change it to look a little bit more cartoonish, like comic ink. At least that's what we want to make it look proper to the ship. Thank you very much, guys. I hope you enjoyed. And yeah, that's quite simple, but you may see how we do it. Thank you.